Hey, what is going on everybody, RagnaroK here. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the best of 3 series played between two pro players of StarCraft 2. Now without further ado, let us introduce the players. So spawning here in the bottom right hand corner of Parasite LE, we have none other than Gumiho. And his opponent in the top right, left, my bad. Playing with the blue Zerg pieces, we have none other than RagnaroK, or RNK right now, but the folder says his name is RagnaroK right now. So it looks like RagnaroK is gonna be going for a hatchery on the low ground first. Now, can we all just notice how good those skins look on the Zerg? Like it's like somebody tried to copy the Zerg and made a robot Zerg, which is very interesting because they still make creep like regular creep. But whatever. Anyway, it looks like RagnaroK right now is scouting for cheese, but that is not the case this time. It looks like Gumiho also went for a command center first, and he is going right now for a barracks as well as the gas, which means he's got double gas. I don't think this is gonna be cheese, but this is definitely gonna be mech play. That means a quick factory with a reactor attachment, and then Hellions, a lot of Hellions, with more factories added on with the Cyclone, because in the new patch it looks like the Cyclone as well as the Hellion are incredible units. Like the Hellion Cyclone push is just great, just make an army based around Hellions and Cyclones, Hellions with blue flame, Cyclones with whatever their attack upgrade is called, which makes their lock-on missiles go faster. And then, I don't know, I really like, what is this? It is a factory, just as I expected it to be. Now, I like playing this style myself, where I go for obviously barracks first, because you can build a factory without a barracks, but for a reactor afterwards, and Hellions, as well as those Cyclones, maybe mixing some Thors or Liberators depending on what my opponent decides to get. Like for example, if my opponent gets Broodlords, I'm gonna get some Thors. It looks like right now Gumiho decides he wants a third base, so he's gonna be building a command center inside of his main. He does not want to take any chances right now, even though there's no Zergling aggression whatsoever. Clean bot is gonna have a lot of work to do when that creep reaches like here. Imagine if they had like cleaning bots that actually could clean up some creep. That would be interesting. Or if we could have like cleaning bots like this thing in real life. Anyway, so right now the drones are being produced. There is not much going on. Metabolic boost is being researched right now. The third base of the Zerg has just now finished. This Overlord is just staying here. What does our Zerg player know? He knows about the natural. Okay, what was that? A Diva announcer? Alright, so it looks like it's a 1-1-1 for now, with a Viking as well as Cloak being researched, which means we're gonna see Banshees. No, second factory, it looks like, so this is perfect. So it looks like right now this is gonna get scouted, and oh no, never mind. The Viking is gonna kill the Overlord. But will it get to scout? Yeah, it sees the cloak.
They're attacking a creep tumor. So much for your creep spread.
So it looks like RagnaroK is going to see that his opponent is going for what is it called? for mech play. Or is it? Yeah, okay, it's mech play. So those are the other two barracks that are going down right now, and those are usually for cyclones. Now, Gumiho does have a lot of Hellions, and it looks like the Banshee will join them as well in one push here, but the Queens should be able to shut this down relatively easily. That Reaper will not go down just yet, it has 2 kills. It looks like a Hellbat push is moving forward, but well, Hellbats are really strong units. Hellions are now joining them. Hellbats do deal a lot of damage. It looks like those Hellions will be able to pick up some zones while the Hellbats are fighting the Queens. But it looks like not much damage was dealt right there. In the meantime, the Overlord is just picking off some the Viking rather is picking off some Overlords while the Banshee tried to kill a Queen. I wonder if he got the kill, because I see it has 1 kill. I think it got the kill on the Queen. But right now, Cyclones as well as Hellions are being produced. The Zerglings will not be able to get through there to get some damage dealt. But in the meantime, on the other side of the map, the Zerg player is continuously droning up, and the Spire is coming up as well as Hydra is dead. Now Mutalisks are back on the menu ever since the Thor's splash damage has been nerfed. So yeah, but right now Thors are really good at taking down Brute-Lords. Like, so good. Like, if my opponent just goes for Sky Zerg, that really sounds weird to say, but it's a thing. We just go for Broodlords and Corruptors and stuff, and you can counter it with anything, like any area units, because they have so many Corruptors. It's just pointless. And you can't make a lot of Vikings either, because you're just making mech. I just mixed in some Thors, like 5 Thors can take down like 15 Broodlords if they're covered by some Hellions and Hellbats. Alright, now those beautiful looking Zerglings, the robot Zerglings actually, are just sitting around here doing nothing. But they really look good. I want one of those things as my pet. Alright, Mutalisks are here. They look really well. Really good, really awesome. Alright. In the meantime, there are some Cyclones being produced here. Both of the upgrades, the what is it called? Magfield Accelerator, that basically increases the Cyclone's lockdown damage. Now, Mutas can be sniped by Cyclones because in the new patch, the Typhoon missiles attack both air and ground, even though they don't shoot as fast as they used to. They deal more damage and they can basically shoot air as well. As in the old patch, Cyclones could only lock onto air and could only shoot ground units. So I guess they've been buffed. Thors are being produced right now as well as siege tanks. I'm guessing that was an accidental siege tank, because yeah, I think it was an accidental siege tank. Now, only armor upgrades are being researched here by Gumiho, which is very interesting. No, 3 siege tanks are being produced right now. Very interesting. So I'm guessing he's gonna go for the old school Terran mech, which is with siege tanks and liberators and Vikings and whatnot, and really go for those soul pushes that Terran used to go for. Right, so now there are a lot of Zerglings and a few Banelings available here. Banelings are really good units, but they're much better against Bio than they are against mech. Against mech, the Zerg players usually go for Ravagers and Roaches, well, more Roaches. Just basically lots of Roaches and then Hydras as well. And they can deal with this kind of armies pretty well. But now there are Banshees in the mix and there is no detection whatsoever for our Zerg player. does know about the Banshees, but there's nothing he can do about it. Now, Thors are really good units at killing both Mutas as well as Broodlords. Broodlords are nowhere to be seen right now, and there are a lot of siege tanks here for Gumiho, and there is no counter to them whatsoever. And Gumiho is in a really good spot right now. Now, Infestation Pit is here. The neural parasite has not been researched just yet. There are a lot of banings available, and here we go. More Zerglings and banings are moving forward, but they are gonna get picked off by the siege things. Banshees are moving in. There are a lot of siege things here on the high ground, which do provide a lot of damage. In the meantime, a few Hellions have made their way into the mineralite of our Zerglair. This is an old school Jones, by the way. But let's take a look at the unit time for a little bit. There are no Broodlords whatsoever here for our Zerglair rather. It looks like adrenal glands are being researched, but the Terran army is just moving forward and just keeps killing and killing and killing and so on. Alright, so right now RagnaroK is maxed. Gumiho is not maxed just yet, but his army is so efficient at killing this type of army composition because there are so many Hellions in the mix, and all of those things are light units. Well, Banings are not light units. Now, Vipers can really turn the tide of this battle if they get the right abducts. It looks like a few drones want to join in the fun and get some kills. Now, usually this kind of army gets countered with Roaches, which are really good. But then again, in this kind of army composition, you usually don't see siege tanks and Thors early on. But here come the Vipers with the blinding clouds. Banings are moving forward now, detonating on those Thors, and Hydras are moving forward. Right now, they managed to clean this up really well, and just like that, about 40 army supply evaporates. But there are a few. I for once would go for more Cyclones and Hellions here rather than the siege tanks, because the siege tanks can be blinding clouded. It looks like more tech clubs are being added on to those starports, and we see the third armor upgrades coming up here for our Terran player in red. There is no fusion core anywhere to be seen. That siege tank is stuck there. He will have to cancel those oh no, that's a reactor, never mind that. Banshees are being produced, but I think we're gonna see Liberators here. Those siege tanks are getting stuck, which is not nice at all. It looks like those Hellions are on the run because Zerglings with adrenal glands and metabolic boosts are faster than Hellions. That one changing there will get killed. The rifle still got dropped. Weird. Anyway. Looks like the siege tanks are doing some demo work right now, making sure they have room to exit the base. There are 5 barracks, 5 factories rather. Right now that are producing siege tanks, cyclones, all other stuff. Now Vikings are being added on into the mix. If our Terran player gets some Ravens as well. Oh my god, Broodlords are out. Broodlords are out, and there is not a single Viking or Thor here. Well, there are a few Vikings, but there are other Broodlords here as well as other Hydras, and if Broodlords are created with one thing, that's killing siege tanks. so many Vikings are being produced, but they don't have any upgrades. The Broodlords, they are unupgraded either. Vikings are being abducted and they have been killed right now. Banelings are rolling forward, Hydras are moving in, there are a lot of Banshees still, and there's a lot of Terran available, but I'm afraid it's just too much Zerg, and those Broodlords are making short work of those systems. Missile turrets are providing a little bit of support here, but Hydras are just moving forward. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you get Thors instead of Vikings. But Cyclones are still locking on to those Broodlords. It looks like the majority of those Hydras are being cleaned up. That Thor needs to get into high impact mode and start shooting at those Broodlords. That one Broodlord is extremely low on hit points, only 4 HP remaining. But now Mutalisks rather are joining in the mix. The Banshee is doing all it can. Now there are a few Vikings available and no Hydras whatsoever, but Zerglings are moving forward. And more Hydras are joining in the fun. I'm sorry, a friend was calling me on Discord. But the Zerglings are moving forward right now. And even though the Vikings have managed to clean up the Broodlords right now, there are just too many Hydras as well as Zerglings here for those Banshees to clean up. And even though more Hellions are being produced as well as Siege Tanks and the Vikings have been landing, our Zerg player is just continuously sending in units here to kill the Terran. He is smelling blood. He has killed so many workers right now. And even though our Terran player is ahead in upgrades, I'm afraid he has lost a tremendous amount of army. And even though Alright, so workers wise, Terran Gumiho is good. He's doing good right now. He's making another planetary fortress, but he's lost a lot of workers. And right now he needs to have more, he needs battle cruisers. I think battle cruisers would be the correct choice here. Excuse me for just 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, and we are back. Sorry for that one, a friend was calling me. So, it looks like there are a lot of Vikings available, but I doubt Gumiho is gonna go, rather RagnaroK is gonna go for any more Broodlords because there are a lot of Vikings out. But rather, he is gonna be going for those Vipers. And I think the correct choice here for Gumiho is to go back to more Cyclones, and excuse me for that voice crack. That is exactly what he is doing right now. He's going for Cyclones and I think Hellions as well. The third attack upgrade for Terran is being researched and he is ahead army wise, supply wise, not supply wise, upgrades wise, but he is behind worker wise and army wise. And even though he's not really that much behind army wise, he is so much behind worker wise. But Terrans can get away with less workers because they have mules. That is a fair point. And right now he does have 6 bases, while the Zerg only has 3. Well, technically 5. Now that is a scary army for both of those players. There are a lot of Vikings available for Gumiho here, so he can snipe those Vipers out of the sky, making sure that the Cyclones can indeed kill everything else that is going on. Planetary Fortress has been blindfounded, so it cannot attack anything further away than melee range. There's an infestor right here inside of this tube. It's being experimented on, I think. In the meantime, the Hellions have made their way across the map and they are killing workers. Let us take a look at the unit skill. Okay. So it looks like a Terran player is really trading efficiently, but blinding clouds can be deployed on those systems. But where's the rest of the Terran army? Rest of the Terran army. Okay, there are a lot of siege tanks here, and they can absolutely shred this kind of army. But if there were no Vipers, but with the Vipers in the mix, I'm afraid there are just too many blinding cannons that can be deployed. Hydras are moving forward, and even though the Vikings are killing the Vipers, there are no more Vipers left. Well, there's one Viper there. Never mind, that one's gone. The Vikings need to be landed, as well as the siege tanks here. But Gumiho decides to GG out, and even though both of the players played really well and Gumiho did a really good job, he made that one mistake of mixing in the siege tanks. He should have just gone for the Cyclones and Hellions. And maybe some Liberators as well. I think Liberators have been really good here. But that doesn't matter, because the game is over. But this is a best of 3, so I'll see you guys in game. Alright guys, and here we are in game number 2. Now without further ado, let us introduce the players once again. So spawning here in the top right hand corner of what's the Cerulean Fall LE, we have none other than RagnaroK. And his opponent in the bottom left, playing with the blue Terran pieces, we have none other than Gumiho. Did I mention that RagnaroK is playing with the red Zerg pieces? Did I? I don't know. I don't remember. Right. And it looks like the game begins. Once again, no cheese from either of those players, well, from Gumiho nonetheless. We shall see if RagnaroK decides to cheese or not. I don't think that's gonna be the case. He's gonna go for a hatchery on the low ground. That could have been a fatal mistake if his opponent decided to cheese him, but that is not the case. Also, what kind of technology is this that they use to make the Zerg? Because this skin is really awesome. Those skins are really awesome, but what technology is this? Because this thing, look at the portrait here. It looks really similar to the one of the purifiers, right? But well, the tech does look Protoss. It does look like a purifier. Purifiers. Are we gonna see purifier Terran as well? How awesome would that be? Alright, Reaper is coming up here. There is no second gas for Gumiho, which does indicate that there is a large possibility for bioplay. Terran music kicking in. I really love this OG Terran music. Oh no, never mind. This is just. Hold on, yeah. Let's select the soundtrack to be Brood War soundtrack. Hold on, guys. Let's take a look. I did. Oh no, never mind. Yeah. Turns out I don't even know my Brood War music. Okay, so it looks like Gumiho is going to go for a mineral heavy army here. The Reaper, I think, is being killed off. No, it's still alive. A Marine has been produced as well. Interesting. But where is the Reaper? It's being chased by the Queens. Well then, it looks like a factory is being produced right now. The Marine is there to shoo away any overlords that are moving in to scout what's going on. It looks like a third command center is being produced. A second gas, my bad, excuse me, has been taken. A starport is being produced, and I think we're gonna see a tech lab once again. But hopefully this time we're gonna see battle cooler. Yep, tech lab goes down. The Reaper is here, and Hellions are being produced. Overlords One of those overlords is moving forward to scout what's going on. Another round of Hellions is being produced here now. What in the world are those doing? Well, whatever they're doing, they really should doing it. They're just running around. I don't know. As I said, I want to Zerg in. But I'm not going to switch to Zerg. Terran is still a master race. That's it for me. Oh! So it looks like we're gonna see a bio push this time around. Got me confused thinking that we're going to see mech. But it looks like we're going to see bio play right now. That Marine decides he wants to kill these shortable rocks. A medivac is being produced. I don't know why. Is it gonna be like a bio push that switches into mech? Because there's no reason to get this much gas this early on from bio. I don't know, because this doesn't really look like a thing. Because if Gumiho wanted to go bio, he would be researching steam packs right now, which he's obviously not. He's just using this 111 for. Oh, he's producing banshees now. Is this gonna be some weird cheese or dedicated push? Maybe an all-in? I don't know. It looks like. Oh, I see. He's gonna make his opponent think he is gonna play. He's playing bio, supported with siege tanks, but he's actually gonna play mech. That's so smart. He's getting a second factory right now. He's gone back to producing Hellions. In the meantime, on the other side of the map, there aren't a lot of. So this time we see that roach warren being produced. We don't see any roaches being produced right now. Cloak for the Banshee has been started up, and it looks like we have a Hellbat Marine siege tank push with medivac support, as well as one Reaper in the mix, because why not? Siege tanks need to siege up right there in the back. Zerglings are not doing anything. They are moving forward, but they are moving from the back. They are gonna be cleaned up, but they will barely not get a siege tank killed there. And it looks like those queens are in a lot of trouble right now, because the banshees are moving forward. Well, there's just one banshee here. One roach has been produced. Now roaches have moved forward, and with those Zerglings they've managed to kill a lot, but a lot of queens have been killed in the process. And now, hold on. So the Zerg player thinks this is still gonna be a bio-based army. He's gonna go for a counter-attack right now. By the way, Gumiho really needs to lift this thing up. Okay, so Gumiho is once again going for an old-school type Terran mech. With a lot of Hellions and with siege tanks instead of Cyclones. But I think Cyclones would be the correct choice here. But then again, we don't exactly know right now. We have what's this upgrade called? It's Banshee Speed. Hyperflight routers are being researched right now, but more and more barracks are being built. Factories. Doors are now being added on. So this is gonna be that slow-moving Terran mech army that we all know, and nobody really likes that kind of army because it's such slow-moving and so boring and fast to play, but it can get this job done. Alright, so Hellions are right now cleaning some of those crypt tumors up. Hydras are being added on, but alright, so it looks like we see Ravagers right now. So Ravagers are really good at killing siege tanks because of the corrosive vials that they can use. They're not that great against the Hellion Cyclone though. But then again, oh, so right now we see Cyclones being produced, and a lot of Hellions. Now Hellions are really good at killing Hydras because Hydras are light units, and Hellions do bonus damage against light units, especially if they get their blue flame upgrade. as well. Well, some seedlings are still being produced, but I would like to think that this is just pure Hydra, rather Hellion Cyclone, because Hellion Cyclone is really good. Alright, so more siege tanks are being produced here. Now this is a pretty strong Terran army. This kind of army composition can really deal a lot of damage. There is a Viking here in the mix, no Spire, but there are 3 Vipers here, and the Vipers are ready to deal some damage. Now obviously against mechs, all of the players go for the quick hive, which helps them get the Vipers out, because the Vipers are really great at abducting. But right now, those Hydras will be forced back. But Gumiho has decided he wants to go back as well. Now, there are a bunch of siege tanks here. Kind of a lot actually. There are some roaches out on the map for our Zerg player. But, man, the roaches are good. Hydra is also good. Roach Hydra is the great choice against this type of army, but then again I don't know if Gumiho knows, rather RagnaroK knows about the siege tanks. Now Gumiho once again goes for the armor upgrade instead of the attack upgrades, which is kinda weird. He does have 2 armories. He should probably be researching those upgrades like crazy. Well, Blue Flame has been researched right now. There are a lot of Banshees out on the map, and Banshees can really deal a lot of damage. They can definitely kill some of those drones and slow down the Zerg's economy. Well, it looks like RagnaroK just found out about those Banshees I was talking about. And it looks like once again the cyclones got deflected. Now there are a lot of factories here, 8 factories. 2 of them have reactors, the rest have tech labs, which means Gumiho is able to produce 6 cyclones and 4 Hellions, so 10 units at once. Now a lot of Vikings are being produced here. Are we gonna see the Spire once again? I don't see any Spires around here. But then again, I missed the Spire last game as well. I didn't realize it was there. Broodlord, what? Where's the Spire at? Oh, it's right here. Now, Broodlords are really good units, and they can really deal the damage. But now, well, there are a few Vikings out, which is great. But there are Vipers, and I'm afraid Gumiho might lose this one as well. Even though he does have sensor towers and he is building missile turrets like crazy, Broodlords are just moving forward. But alright, now that's not what I'm talking about. Those are a lot of Vikings, and they're being abducted. My bad. There's the bomb has been activated on one of those Vikings, and now there are a few corruptors here. The Thor, where's the Thor? The Thors can really deal a lot of damage, but some Hydras have been killed. Now the Vikings are killing the Broodlords. There are only 2 Broodlords left for the Zerg player. That Broodlord will go down, and there's 1 Broodlord left. And even though the corruptors have managed to clean those Vikings up, they are. In the meantime, the Cyclones have made their way on the other side of the map, and they have managed to kill one of those hatcheries. So, in the meantime, our Terran player is making more and more Cyclones. No, he's building Thors, which I do think they are the correct choice here. With those Hellions and with the Cyclones, they should manage to kill all of those Broodlords. and the Raptors as well. It looks like plastic bomb was once again used. I think it was used on some of those benches that were left from earlier. Now there are 5 Broodlords out, and well, not a lot of Raptors. Now the Broodlords can really deal a lot of damage to the siege tanks, and they are the perfect counter for that. But I don't know. And Raptors are really good against Vikings, but there are some Thors out, so I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I really don't. Now both of those players really have some really good economy, and the Terran player Gumiho here is using those cyclones to kill that hatchery over and over again, making sure he is not allowing his opponent that many bases. You know, the cyclone should be in the main fight. Alright, so ravens are, well, one raven is being produced, but interference matrix on those vipers should give the Vikings a clear path to kill those broodlords. And the Thors on high impact mode can actually really help out against those broodlords, but I'm guessing the Thors are just to zone away those Raptors, so the Vikings can do their job. Now broodlords are good at 2 things, like really good at 2 things: clearing static defense, but that's what the swarm hosts are good at too, and killing siege tanks. Siege tanks are moving back now. Blinding clouds have been activated on the Thors have been blinding clouded right now. There are a lot of Vikings out. Plastic bomb has been activated, but there are more Vikings here. Nice micro getting those Vikings out of there. Well, not near enough. Some of those Vikings will still go down, and the Hydras have managed to kill off those siege tanks. Some of the Vikings managed to escape, but 3 free Hydras against only 2 siege tanks. Infestors are moving forward right now. I don't know what else Gumiho could do about this, but it looks like RagnaroK, sorry, I really gotta get used to the names, is retreating and leaving Gumiho alone for now, at least. Right now, I like the fact that Gumiho wants to counter the Broodlords, but I really don't think Vikings are so good, are that great in this scenario. I think if he just goes for Cyclones with Hellions and the Thors, that should be the name of the game. Right now, it looks like some drones are going down. Alright, so 49 drones have been killed by Gumiho here. And he wants to kill some more. Well, Hydras can really be killed off really easily by the Hellions. Now Hydras are moving forward. There's a planetary fortress there. Hellions are trying to kill the Hydras, but there's so many Hydras right here. They are not gonna be able to do that. But siege tanks are moving forward now. That's a lot of siege tanks. Siege tank Viking is a really old school composition that Terran players really love going for. Now, siege tank Viking is good, but it can really be killed off by the Zerglings really easily. Now there are no Zerglings here, and there are a lot of Vikings. The entire more missile is being activated. Nice fungal growth there on the Vikings, making sure they are slowed down. But right now the siege tanks are not even switching up because they can deal so much damage. The Broodlords are moving forward, but they are getting destroyed by those Vikings. But infested Terrans have been spawned, and it looks like they are gonna be able to clean some of those Vikings up, and the Broodlords will not. And 2 Broodlords managed to survive here with no Vikings whatsoever. 5 Vikings are just now joining the party. Infestors are out of energy. They can't spawn any more infested Terrans, and it looks like the Vikings will be able to clean up those Broodlords and make the Zerg retreat. They even managed to kill the Raptors as well. There are 2 Broodlords still out but they will be killed by the Vikings. They have the attack upgrades. The Broodlords don't have any armor whatsoever. SVs are here to repair those siege tanks. RagnaroK decides to GG, and Gumiho takes game number 2. Now hold on guys, this is a best of 3 series, so we have one more game, so I'll see you guys in game. Alright guys, and here we are in game number 3. Now without further ado, let us introduce the players one final time. So spawning here in the top left hand corner of Fort Alexander LE and playing with the red Zerg pieces, we have none other than RagnaroK, and his opponent in the bottom left, right, my bad, in the bottom right, playing with the blue Terran pieces, we have none other, excuse me for that word, than Gumiho. Alright, so it looks like both of those players are going for normal openers here. RagnaroK is just droning up. Now, last game was absolutely awesome, and I do hope we're gonna see something similar this game as well. So, also I hope you guys enjoyed that Apex Legends video I uploaded like on Tuesday, I think it was. If you guys want me to play more Apex Legends, or maybe just other games as well, I don't know, just suggest a game in the down there in the comment section below, and maybe I'll play it. I don't know, maybe I have it and I'll play it, or maybe I'll buy it and I'll play it for you guys. I don't know, just let me know and maybe I'll do it. Alright, so RagnaroK once again decided to go for that spawning pool, for the hatchery on the low ground first, but he does have the spawning pool and the gas here, and he will be able to research the metabolic boost. Now, the factory is once again being built. It looks like we're gonna see Terran mech once again. Hopefully. This is the style, well, not exactly this one, but the style I really love playing on the ladder, and I do recommend it for all Terran players just to give it a try, is going for Cyclone Hellion. Lots of Cyclones, lots of Hellions, and then mixing some battle cruisers as well, or maybe mixing some, basically the core of the army is Cyclones and Hellions. That's the core, and then some other stuff you can have, like for example some Liberators, or maybe some Thors, or some battle cruisers. Battle cruisers are really good. They're really good at taking down the opponent's buildings, not buildings, rather workers, because they shoot so fast and they deal so much damage against ground units. A maxed out Terran army of battlecruisers could basically beat a maxed out Zerg army of Hydras. Now battlecruisers could even beat Corruptors, because if there are like 3 Corruptors for each battlecruiser, one battlecruiser can beat 2 Corruptors, even though their entire is not that great. Looks like a Viking is being built here, as well as more and more Hellions. It looks like we're once again going to have the Terran mech we all know and some of us love. Okay, so right now Gumiho is continuously building Hellions. He is building a medivac. Oh, for a Hellbat push, I think. Cloak is also being researched, but we see no benches whatsoever. Now, I think it was Gumiho, no, Special was the one who did a push where he had he did think at BlizzCon. He had a lot of Hellbats and the medivac, and he just pushed with the Medivac and the Hellbats. Oh no, this looks like it's gonna be a Hellion drop instead. But no, he pushed with the Hellbats, but inside of the Medivac he had like 3 or 4 Marauders. And then he unloaded the Marauders and used them to kill the Queens while the Hellbats were holding the Hellions off. The Hellbats were holding off the Zerglings. Alright, so right now it looks like Gumiho does want... He really wants to kill those workers with those Hellions, but I don't think he's gonna be able to go through these Queens. But there's a Banshee here now, and more Banshees are being produced as well as more Hellions. Spore Crawler looking pretty good. Alright, so Hellions are moving forward and now they're being transformed into Hellbats. Now, do Hellbats do more damage? I think they do, but they don't do bonus damage against Lightnings. Banshees are moving forward now, they are killing the Queens. I don't think there are any Zerglings whatsoever. I think a Banshee went down. Now the Reaper, even the Reaper is helping out, he is killing everything. But those units are killing everything right now. There is an overseer out, so the Banshee won't get any more kills whatsoever. But there are so many Hellbats here, and more Hellions are joining the party. Behind this, Gumiho built 2 more factories and he is getting a 3rd base right now. He's also making more and more units. He is gonna get the tech labs on those factories and build even more factories. And it looks like he is gonna go for Cyclones. An engineering base being built here. Wonder what that one is for. Now armor upgrades are once again being researched. The Hellions are moving forward now. Let's take a look here. So Gumiho has managed to kill 25 workers, and this early on 25 workers are a big deal. But right now roaches are being built, and it looks like the Night Swarm is gonna be the name of the game. I think I said, I think I used that expression with the name of the game so much now. Alright, Night Swarm is being produced. Now Night Swarms, keep in mind, they have a lot of armor while they are digging, but they can be killed while they are digging as well. Now,
Your forces are taking damage. Talk about terrible damage.
alright, so the Hellions are have moved in, and they have managed to kill a lot of those armies, of those workers rather. But now there are other Banshees, and the Banshees should be able to snipe this Night Swarm. And there are a bunch of Cyclones here, but I don't know, workers have been pulled off the line. Right now the Banshees have managed to kill that Cyclone, what is it called? That Night Swarm. Now workers have been pulled off the line and they are repairing or attacking. I'm not sure what they're doing. Siege tanks are sitting up right now. There is another Night Swarm ready to emerge. Right now there are a lot of Banshees here. The Night Swarm has been killed. Another Night Swarm is being built. Well, spawned. Well, it's digging this way, but it's being killed as well. The Queens are now stuck inside of the Terran's main base. There is an overseer here, but the Queens are being destroyed right now. And in the meantime, on the other side of the map, those Hellbats are killing all of those workers. And with his Nidus push failing, RagnaroK decides to GG out, and Gumiho takes game number 2, and with that Gumiho takes the whole best of 3 series. Man, those were some awesome plays we saw in this series. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, please leave a like and subscribe for more StarCraft 2 content, and maybe some other games too. If you have any game suggestions, leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me what game you want me to play. Also, don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload. Did I say subscribe? I think I did. So don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload. I also have a Twitter link in the description below. Make sure to follow me there. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.